Welcome, beloved friends, to Daily God's Promise, Day 12. Today, July 12, 2025, we are challenged and inspired by a powerful and profound truth from Acts chapter 20 verse 35. I have shown you in every way, by laboring like this, that you must support the weak. And remember the words of the Lord Jesus, that he said, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." Let's unpack this unique and transformative saying of Jesus, recorded here in the context of the Apostle Paul's farewell address to the Ephesian elders. This verse provides a perfect summary of Christian life and ministry, challenging the very core of our modern, self-centered culture. 1. A powerful parting message. The secret to true happiness, friends. This verse is a profound conclusion to Paul's final, emotional address. He is not just preaching a message, he is living one. He summarizes his entire ministry by telling the elders to remember a truth he had both modeled and heard from the Lord himself. It is more blessed to give than to receive. This simple yet radical statement runs counter to every instinct of a consumeristic world that tells us happiness is found in acquisition. Jesus' words, validated by Paul's life, offer us a divine key to unlocking a deeper, more lasting happiness than any material gain could ever provide. 2. I have shown you. You must support the weak. The example of selfless labor. Before quoting Jesus, Paul first points to his own life as a living example. He worked with his own hands as a tent maker, not out of financial necessity alone, but to set a precedent. His labor was a form of ministry, designed to support the weak, the poor, the sick, and the vulnerable. This challenges a mindset that separates our work from our spiritual life. Paul demonstrates that our time, our skills, and our labor can all be acts of selfless service, providing for ourselves and, more importantly, for those who are unable to provide for themselves. 3. It is more blessed to give than to receive. A countercultural truth. The heart of this verse is Jesus' timeless saying. The Greek word makarion, translated as blessed, means more than just being happy or fortunate. It speaks of a deep, spiritual well-being, a state of being favored by God that comes from living in alignment with his nature. God is the ultimate giver, and when we imitate him by giving freely, we are tapping into a profound sense of fulfillment and spiritual privilege that receiving simply cannot provide. This spiritual principle is a radical truth in a world that operates on the opposite assumption, showing us a path to true wealth and contentment. 4. The spiritual blessing in giving. Why is giving more blessed? It shifts our focus from ourselves to others, liberating us from the prison of self-interest and entitlement. It builds our trust in God as our ultimate provider, because we are able to give freely without fear of lacking. Most importantly, it is a tangible act of love that reflects the very character of Christ and brings us into deeper fellowship with him. The blessing is not a transactional reward but a spiritual state of being, the joy of seeing others blessed, the peace of knowing you've acted in love, and the freedom that comes from living with an open hand. God bless you and give you grace after grace.